Welcome back again to another video. This one is about high school. I have 4 years to talk about. 4 years of craziness, 4 years of weirdness, 4 years of let me explain to you why high school is probably the weirdest part of my life. Because I had the craziest stuff happen to me, and I did the craziest things, and I got in trouble and whatever. I didn't do it. Anyway, let me start with freshman year. I was actually 13 years old as a freshman in high school because of the whole kindergarten thing and me not going to kindergarten and missing on our naps. So in high school, I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. I'm a high schooler now. I'm cool. But I want to do something cool that year. The summer before high school, I went to summer camp. Every year I went to summer camp. I'll do a video on summer camp one day, I promise. And why it's amazing and the best time of my life. So I decided I'm going to go and do what I did. For summer camp, I decided to be a tomboy. I was like, I'm going to dress like a guy. Not because I want to be a guy or anything like that. I just wanted to dress tomboyish, baggy shirts, baggy everything. I thought it would be cool. So I spent all of my freshman year of high school dressing like that. My mom was like, can't you dress nice? And I'm like, no. And sometimes she'd give me this really nice shirt to put on, and I'd cover the big baggy shirt because I thought I could do that better. I was like, I don't want anyone to notice me. I don't want to be noticed in high school. I'm going to do my own thing. Freshman year, I went in and I was like, look at me being a freshman. I don't even remember most of my classes in my freshman year. I barely remember freshman year. All I remember was one of my friends' moms didn't like me at all, like in any possible way. Like, I remember her and I got along really well, like in 8th grade before that, like, except, well, not her mom, but her and I. We had a dinner dance and everything. That's old. So, freshman year, I was like, okay, I just was this weird, awkward, walking around, eating burgers all the time. I don't know how I stayed kind of thin. I was a lot thinner then. But I was like, why is it so loud? I'm playing Little Mermaid music in the background. I was like, why on earth am I wearing these baggy clothing? Am I really trying to not get noticed? Because honestly, knowing me, I wanted the attention. I wanted people to be like, oh my gosh, why is she wearing baggy clothing? Why is she doing that? I don't know why I wanted that attention. That's not normal attention to want. I was a weird 13-year-old. And, I still actually had my friends, but this is also, like, it's getting closer to the year of freshman year, sophomore year, where, like, everything went downhill with my friends. So, freshman year, I don't remember enough of it except for that. But I do remember sophomore year is when I kind of met, like, a lot more people. I started making cool friends. I had this one friend. Oh, my God, this one girl. Like, her and I were cool at first. Like, we were great. But she had an attitude with me every time. I'm going to call her. Let me find a Greek name to call her. She was Greek. I'm going to call her, I don't know a good Greek name to call her. That's because all the Greek goddesses are pretty and she wasn't. That's not nice. No, don't call people not pretty. That's not nice. I didn't like her face, though. And it wasn't, honestly, she was very ugly inside because she was always angry at me for every little thing I did. Now, granted, I did one thing bad to her. I pretty much said she wasn't a good singer. And I kind of said it out loud in front of people. But I did that much later on, like in junior year. I'm still in sophomore year. But her and I actually were cool at first. I spent my freshman year, the only thing I remember about freshman year is I had a boyfriend. And he's awesome. He's actually like one of my close friends now. Like, we're really cool now. I've known him since I was, we started dating when I was 14. So, he's chill. Like, he's awesome. I'm not going to say his name. No dating name people. I'm not going to do that. Point of it is, I say that a lot, is that I really enjoyed going and, sophomore year hanging out with people, having Halloween with friends, being like, yeah, I'm cool, I meet new friends. I also started choir that year, and I had the best choir teacher ever. I actually took choir, back in like 8th grade. I will get on to music things at some point soon in another video. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Like, I'm enjoying, choir, and I really loved it. I had the greatest choir instructor ever. His name was Mr. Kudin. Mr. Kudin, you're the best. He's on my Facebook, so it's okay, but he's like awesome. He taught me everything I like really wanted to know, and he still is really smart. I'm so glad he's working for a school now that is probably doing a lot better. Like, he's probably making this school fabulous because he is fabulous. He was so, I enjoyed going to that class. Like, I loved going to choir. When I was in 8th grade, I hated going to choir. I couldn't stand it. I did not like my teacher at all. And it was an extracurricular activity. But when I hit sophomore year, choir was like my life. It became my thing. I loved singing. I was like, oh my gosh, Mr. Kudin is the greatest. You know, some people might feel differently. Those people suck. People that don't think Mr. Cooten is great, they suck. Point of it is, and you suck, and you find a different word. I honestly, my sophomore year was cool. Like, I met a lot of people, I hung out with a lot of people, you know, and then it went on to, I don't remember everything about sophomore year in high school. I really don't. I think it's probably because I was doing stupid stuff, you know, like drinking. That's actually, 14 is around a time when I actually tried alcohol, and I was like, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, nah, bad idea. I wish I can go back and fix that, but I can't. It's probably why I don't remember most of my sophomore year of high school, because that's when I learned what alcohol was, and I don't know, bad idea. I knew what alcohol was, but I didn't know how good it tastes in my head. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. So let me go on to junior year. Junior year is also when I had choir. I was still obsessed with choir. I was loving it. It was great. Choir was wonderful. Woo, choir. Yay. So I was like, I'm enjoying choir so much. I love singing. I love making friends. That's when I started, sophomore year to junior, I started losing all the friends I had in middle school. They didn't like me anymore because I did kind of some dumb things. You know, I thought it would be cool to, like, you know, make up stories about people I dated. And I was like, I dated this person, I dated that person. You know, this person was cool. And I really, you know, I was stupid. I didn't really date all these imaginary people I told my friends in middle school I dated. And so they didn't like my lying about that because I was a stupid, awkward, stupid 13-year-old. I was like, I dated this boy, and he's from Japan. Because that's when my anime obsession started in 7th grade too. I still love anime. Don't get me wrong. Anime is great. And I don't care what anyone says. Inuyasha is my favorite one. Deal with it. But yeah, like, I was such a weird person growing up. And that was just junior year. But junior year is also when I had my Pops concert. And it's also 2006, 2007. I also met one of my friends. Her name is Faith. I'll use her name. She's great. She's like she's about to have her 4th kid. I can't wait. And her and I did our, like, Pops concert together. We did songs together. We did You Gotta Have a Heart from Dan Yankees. It was wonderful. I really had a great time in, you know, junior year was great for me. I had a lot of fun junior year. I met a lot more people. I got, you know, I lost some friends, whatever, my own fault, stupid me, whatever. Then let me get to senior year. Music pod. Senior year, I've got a little bit to talk about this, but there's a lot that happened senior year. Senior year is when I got in the most trouble. Senior year is when I just kind of, everything exploded. Things happened. I lost most of my friends. I gained some friends. I dated people. I made enemies. Senior year was like the greatest and worst time of my life. Because senior year is when I decided, you know, I'm just going to be cool. Because I didn't keep up the whole tomboy look from, you know, in freshman year. I kind of moved on from that and I started wearing normal clothing. And I got a lot of things I did with my body differently. And, you know, people could tell. And I just changed a lot of stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to, you know, change some things with how I look and how I dress. And senior year, I started dressing kind of nuts. I would wear shirts that were like, whoa, and down here. And I thought I was cute. I was not cute. I just looked even more awkward. I looked really weird. But, you know, senior year for me was just kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Because junior year before that was harder. Because junior year is actually where I lost my dad. He died when I was 16. And it was tough for me. You know, he's still with me in my, you know, in my heart. Everybody says he jumped into me. But junior, senior year, you know, whatever. Like, senior year is when I went to Disney World for, like, the first time on my own with people from my choir. Because I was still involved with choir. And also, that's when I decided to be stupid. And I got in trouble for a lot of dumb things. And everybody thought I did something really bad. I'm not going to talk about what I didn't do. Because of the fact that everybody thought I did it. And I didn't. Because honestly, guys, if I really did that whole thing that happened in senior year, you think I would have been able to graduate? You think I would have been able to go to my prom? Would I have been able to walk? Not exactly. So shut up with that rumor. It got all over school. It was stupid. It was a dumb rumor. I didn't do it. Leave it alone. You're probably all wondering, what on earth is she talking about? Trust me, ask me directly and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Point of it, I don't know. In senior year, I made a lot of mistakes. I said a lot of dumb things. I made a lot of enemies. I almost got into fights. It was crazy. I got in my first fight when I was like in 7th grade with some girl. What's her name? I don't know. Luxor. Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk college next. Love you all. Bye.